Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, we have our weekly football picks each and every Friday on the high school side. Tunkhannock takes on Athens in our first game. It's going to be the Wildcats at home for Coach Jack Young. That's what I'll take. Then Central Mountain takes on Williamsport. I'll take Central Mountain in that game. To game number 3, Lakeland and Northwest area. People are talking up Northwest area. Lakeland, though, each and every year, they find a way to make the playoffs. And, you know, what's going to happen here? I'm going to take Lakeland. I think it's going to be a slight upset. I think Northwest has a tough schedule in Lakeland and Dunmore. Either a lot of people are going to be right about Northwest in the first 2 weeks, or they're not. And I think that's going to be a big test for their season. They have about 30 guys on the roster. They're going to need to stay healthy. Coach Carl Major feeling pretty strongly about this group. A lot of athletes and a lot of experience. I'll take Lakeland in a slight upset in this game. Let's move along to Coughlin and Hazleton area. Well, the Coughlin Crusaders are going to hit you. They're going to play some physical football. Coach Brennan's team will get better as the year goes on, but I'll take the Crusaders here in week number 1. Hanover area and Carbondale area, the Hawkeyes should contend in AA and District 2. That's who I'll take here in week number 1. While the Paw Pack takes on Honesdale, I think Mark Watson, his team moving to AAA. They got the Steffen kid who's big and strong at the quarterback position. I'm going to take the Buckhorns. They may be one of those dark horses in AAA for District 2 this season. Susquehanna at Nanticoke. Well, the Sabres, they definitely have some talented kids this year, and I know they're fired up. I'm going to take Susquehanna here in week number 1. GAR and Old Forge. This game's a toss-up. You know, GAR always has some great athletes. Old Forge lost the kitchen sink, but somehow, some way, that extra experience for Old Forge, I'm going to take the Blue Devils, and they play at home in the pizza capital of the world. Mid-Valley at Valley View. The Valley View tradition has been strong. They'll continue that as I think they take care of Mid-Valley in week number 1. Riverside and West Scranton. Brian Fahey expected to get his first victory at home as West Scranton hosts Riverside. Pittston area and Abington Heights. Well, the Comets get to play at home. Pittston area under a new coach and Jim Morris. I will take a good old coach and a good friend, and he always seems to get the most out of his kids, Joe Repshis, in week number 1. Holy Redeemer and Holy Cross, the Battle of the Holies. I'll take Holy Cross at home. I think this game is a toss-up. Let's see if Holy Cross could get that victory here in 2014. Let's get to the matchup between Montrose and Myers. Well, the Montrose Beaters running the triple option. Will the Myers Mohawks be able to stop it? That will be the key to the game. I'll take Myers. We'll see what happens here in week number 1. Moving along, Western Wayne and North Pocono. This is absolutely a toss-up. North Pocono looks to improve this year. At the same time, Western Wayne expected to be better. I'm going to pick North Pocono at home in an upset. Now let's get to our ranked team. Scranton Prep takes on number 15 Dunmore. Well, the Bucks are at home. They got a big physical offensive line. So Finelli and Ryan are pretty good for Scranton Prep, but I'm going to give the edge to Dunmore, but should be a tight affair. Our next game probably is going to be the same Lake Lehman and Lackawanna Trail. Trail travels to Lehman on that black turf. Lake Lehman and Trail, just similar styles, both of them. I'm going to take Lake Lehman, but again, this thing should be awfully close. I think it's a toss-up. Schuylkill Haven, our 12th ranked team, taking on Panther Valley, and I'm going to take Schuylkill Haven. I think they roll, and they look like a formidable foe in District 11. Montoursville at South Williamsport, the Mounties always get their man, and Montoursville always has a great tradition there, but I will take South Williamsport in week number 1. Troy at Milton area. Well, Troy has done a fabulous job by winning the District 4 AA crown last year. They return a lot of guys and have high expectations this year. I'm going to take Troy here in week number 1. Tamaqua North Schuylkill, our 9th-ranked team. I think the Spartans get it done with the big offense and defensive line. All those guys back, a lot of experience. Southern Columbia, team number 8, takes on Mifflinburg on the road. Tigers moved to AA this year, but I will take Jim Roth in Southern Columbia. Team number 7, Scranton at Dallas, a back mountain affair. This one played at Misericordia University. Jake McCarthy's got an awful lot. We'll see what Dallas has for the 2014 season. Got to give the edge to the Knights. To team number 5, it is the Loyal Sock Lancers. They're going to take on Mount Carmel, and this should be interesting for Mount Carmel. A lot of people, of course, coming out to this one. I'll take Loyal Sock in this game on paper with Datchus. They're tough to beat. Mount Carmel should have a great year, though, but they got a couple of tough games in the first 2 weeks between Loyal Sock and Sealands Grove. To team number 4, Delaware Valley and Keith Olsemer. They're going to travel all the way to Florida for their opener. They did this a couple of years ago. I'll take DV in week number 1. To team number 3, the Selinsgrove Seals. They host Central Columbia. Well, I think they have what it takes this year. And boy, you look at some of these guys and the speed they have. I think Dave Hess knows that he's got a talented group, and they have some great tradition there as well. So Selinsgrove in week number 1. Well, team number 2, the Berwick Bulldogs, they host Crestwood. Crestwood gets a home game in this one. This is going to be a coin flip. Could go either way. I think you have to give the edge to Berwick just because of the experience factor and what they've done over the years. And our number 1 team, Wyoming Valley West. They host Wyoming area. They're going to try to put together a lot of points. They're going to play physical defense. They got some physical boys up front and just so many weapons on the offensive end. The Wyoming Valley West Spartans should roll in week number 1. That's your picks for this week. Week number 1, the end of August here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.